Welcome to Know the Score with Decker and Dix. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Join us live Monday and Friday mornings, or sometimes Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and even an occasional Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, who knows? You can shoot us questions or just send us a comment to set Decker straight. Sit back, enjoy, Know the Score with Decker and Dix now.
The Bears are who we thought they were. The Bears are who we thought they were. The Bears
you know,
are who we
Chad,
thought they were. The Bears are who we thought.
No, I will tell you this. I had my cursor on that play button on that same one. And I was going to say, well, I'm going to see what Chad's going to do first. And it's like, oh, he played the same thing I was going to do.
Yeah. So, well, good morning, Nolan.
I don't think we can really play that towards that game.
No. It's good to see you smiling. We kind of had some jiggling chuckles before our pregame here. So the sun came up.
Before it all happened last night. So Jacob and I usually text back and forth throughout games and, hey, good play. Oh, we got to do this, got to do that. And we never call each other. It's always just kind of texting between games. And all of a sudden he calls me. I pick it up. He goes, Dad, figured I'd call you. I just feeling something strange is going to happen.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm like, I was like Tyreek Stevenson. I'm like, it's not even going to happen. And the Hail Mary went up, and I think he was like a second ahead of me.
Okay. Yeah.
And he goes, no way. I'm like, what? And I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
And we both sat there. And Jacob's like, well, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
So, okay, see you later. And we hung up, and it's just.
Have you heard from Jacob since? Is he okay? Is he doing all right?
Yeah, we texted. I just told him, I'm like, hey, am I worried about the Bears? We're 4-3. We're not expected to win the Super Bowl this year. The way Detroit's playing, I don't think anybody's gonna go into Detroit and beat that team. I really don't. Minnesota played them well, but man, I think if Detroit's rolling, man. I mean, they're not putting up 35-7 ball games. It's like 52-7.
Right. The only thing I think there's two things that would derail Detroit. Number one, injuries. If Goff got hurt or if like Gibbs gets hurt or whatever. But they got the backups. And remember, you still got Dan Campbell in there.
Yeah. But you also had people say, man, Hutchinson's out. It's going to kill that defense. It's like,
yeah. Well, they didn't play like the biggest offensive juggernaut yesterday in Mason Rudolph. So don't.
No,
but they look good. Packers, what's his name? Malik Willis. Playing well.
Yeah. Jordan Love could be out for a while.
I haven't heard anything yet this morning on it. Have they said anything?
Saying like groin or hamstring, and that if it's groin there,
Yeah. So it'll be interesting.
He'll be walking around like he rode a horse for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah. 2 weeks straight, right? That's kind of funny. So yeah, I don't know. So let's talk your defensive back and let's talk your defense on that play. Why do they not blitz?
Because nobody ever blitzes. But I've been saying this for
we've
2 years now, and you've said it. Yeah, it's like we rush 4, and then one guy steps back as like a spy on where Daniels is. I'm like, and there was holding on the play, but there's holding on every play.
There's holding on every play. There was a block in the back. The commander guy knocked him down. I mean, all that. But
so I don't know. Hail Marys are Hail Marys. It's part of the script. Like, hey,
where's where I was going next.
But you're making these games go down to the wire. Except for, there's going to be your occasional game, Detroit.
Yeah.
But when you put the number 1 and number 2 quarterbacks on a pedestal in the draft, and Bears offense looked horrible the first 3 quarters.
Right.
Bears defense looked great. They held them to 4 field goals.
Yep.
Which, for supposedly the number 2 offense in the league, that was a pretty good defensive battle. We held them numerous times inside the 10-yard line, gave up a 54-yard pass and a 40-something, kind of a fluke play.
Yeah.
So that's 90 yards of Daniels' 300 yards,
Yeah.
plus his 60-yard Hail Mary. So realistically, Daniels threw for about 200 without his big plays. But that's where quarterbacks get there. Look at Aaron Rodgers. Look at Jordan Love.
Yep.
I seen an X this morning that, Jordan Love, I don't ever see him throwing into a tight window. He doesn't have to. His guys are wide open. So I don't know why you have to see a quarterback throw into a tight window.
Well, so to me, you're right. The job of the wide receiver or the running back or the tight end is to get open.
Right.
But sometimes that pocket collapses pretty quick, and you got to make that millisecond decision. And some quarterbacks can do that. They can get it into a tight spot if they need to, and I don't know. Now with Love out, you think Willis is going to carry the Packers? You think they're good enough to go or not? I mean, we don't know how long he's going to be out. Guy came back pretty quick from that knee. So we'll see.
Well, so the Jaguars were a team that the Bears beat, which the Bears haven't beat anybody good yet. So are the Jaguars. Jaguars are a good football team.
They're a good football team. They've played some
juggernauts.
They've played some sloppy ball. They've played a little sloppy. I like Trevor Lawrence. I have from the beginning. You know that. You started to warm up to him, but I don't think you are as much.
Yeah, no. So the Packers, you talk about the Packers schedule coming up. You've got Detroit. That's not winnable, even with Malik Willis, even with Jordan Love. Then they go to Chicago. Then they're at home against the 49ers. Then they're at home against the Dolphins, which the Dolphins got Tua back. So there's 4 tough games right there. And then you go back to Lions, Seahawks, Saints, Vikings, Bears.
Yeah, they've got to.
If they make the playoffs, they're well deserving to be in the playoffs.
Absolutely. That's a tough schedule. Wow.
And I've always said the Bears season is in the divisional games.
Yeah,
they could go into the last 8 games 4 and 5 and still make the playoffs. Okay. If you beat the teams you need to beat. But now they got the Cardinals and the Patriots, very winnable games. They could go into those playoff or those divisional games at 6-3. I'll take that.
Yeah.
You got 2 games against Detroit.
You're not feeling those, are you? You're just not.
It'll be interesting to see our defense against that offense. I know our defense is good. I mean, I'm going to talk about it here a little bit when I do my Power 6 as far as defenses. I'm not doing the Power 6 defense, but 2 of your top defenses are pretty good.
Yeah, I'd give you that. I don't know.
When you have a defense,
when do they have the Lions at home? That would be the only way, because Soldier Field gets so freaking windy. And I mean, if it's an outdoor game in late December, I think the Bears got a pretty good chance of knocking the Lions off.
We go to Detroit first, so that's a good thing. We go December 22nd.
That'll be a good game. But I think. Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out what's going on here. But so my beloved Vikings took the one on the chin against the Rams. We had a nice little chuckle about our missing the face mask. That's long done and gone. So their next 3 are the Colts at home, at Jacksonville, at Tennessee. So I feel those are 3 winnable games for them as well. And then that's when we go to Chicago on, Sunday, the November 24th. So that'll be a good game there. Yeah. So we could be 8-2. We could be 6-3. We could, I don't know. Well, the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Lions look like the 3 teams right now, my man.
And then after that,
it's anybody's guess.
Wide open.
Yeah. I will say Commanders are, I have to give them credit, Nolan. I mean, they came back and they won. So what do you blame yesterday's loss on for the Bears? Do you blame it on luck? Because it's pretty damn lucky that it
Yeah,
got
that was lucky.
that guy standing there like.
But it shouldn't have been to that point. I mean, our offense looked horrible for 3 quarters.
Okay.
Play calling. We didn't really have any drop passes, I should say, but got the running game going finally in the second half.
Yeah.
But then we got back to, Caleb Williams had a lot of errant throws, a lot of missed passes. Does that go to, I never get nervous? Yeah, right. Don't tell me that. Okay. There's a lot. That was a huge game for Caleb Williams. You're the number 1 pick. You're expected to go in here and beat Jaden Daniels, who was the number 2 pick. Now you have a lot to prove, not only to the Chicago fan base, but to the Washington fan base to shut those guys up. And now it's like all over. It's like Rookie of the Year. It's over. Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I will take a playoff. Well, Washington's probably going to make the playoffs. They should.
Yeah. Right.
They're what, 7-2 now? What's their record?
6-2.
6-2. Dallas lost. Giants are losing. Philadelphia won, but I don't know, when do those guys play?
Philly's one bad loss away from hitting the tank, but they're one good win from going on a long win streak. You know what I mean? They're just such a.
Yep.
Saquon Barkley is. I don't know.
That's all on Sirianni though. The head coach. I'm
the head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've talked about him getting fired and all that stuff, but it'll be interesting. Next few weeks will be interesting. The things we know for sure, the Jets are done.
Yeah.
Which is Rodgers done? We can talk about that a little bit later. Excuse me. Drake May got hurt yesterday. Hate seeing that. Hate seeing like a guy coming in and really trying to get his foot in there and really
play. He's playing well. He was playing well. They weren't winning underneath him, but they were playing well. They just had to put some pieces around him, and he went out. You hate to see when quarterbacks go out because unless your team plays them the next week, then you're all like, yeah. But it's just like we've seen numerous times about people cheering injuries.
But that's yeah.
But now when Ohtani got hurt, did you see the video of back in New York? They had a big World Series watching party.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Well, look, you just.
I know.
All you got.
Stay classy.
No, I would venture a guess to say if Aaron Judge slid into second base and there was a Dodger watch party.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would guess that there'd probably be a lot of cheering going on.
Yeah.
But Aaron Judge really hasn't done anything.
And to me, with Jordan Love going down, I wasn't fist pumping. But I'm thinking, all right, that hurts the Packers.
It opens the door.
That helps the NFC North.
Yep, it opens the door for other teams to make it squeak through.
And the only game I have ever said, which was yesterday's game, was I did want Jaden Daniels to play.
Yeah.
Whether he was hurt or not. You needed him to play to see where the Bears were at, where Washington is at. He got hit a couple times pretty hard and got up wincing, and credit to him. They're both great quarterbacks. Anybody that says Caleb Williams is a bum as a number 1 draft pick does not know NFL football.
Well, and that's if anybody says that to you, like if I was to say that,
you're just egging me on. That's all you're doing.
Yeah. But good quarterback.
Yeah,
you're going to be fine. The sun's always going to come up.
Yeah, but we did find out a lot about quite a few teams yesterday. The Buccaneers could be done.
Well,
if they don't get any wide receivers there,
they got to get the big guys back. Yep.
Atlanta showed. I don't know who's the quarterback in Atlanta. Who's that guy?
It's that Michael Penix Jr.
Well, no, he's the guy holding the clipboard. There's another guy. I think he's related to a Yankee pitcher, Cousins.
Are they related? Is he related?
They're related. Yeah, they're related somehow.
Who is he related to? I don't even know.
To Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
It's a pitcher in New York. I don't know his first name, but his last name is Cousins.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Now you know. You learned something on Know the Score today.
Yeah, he Cousins is in a good spot. Cowboys are done. Well, I think they're done.
So I'm going to ask the question
Okay.
every week, not to you. I mean, I know what you're going to say, but to the Viking fans out there, Kirk Cousins right now or Sam Darnold?
Most Vikings fans would say JJ McCarthy. What they would say.
After last week's loss, they're like, it's okay. JJ McCarthy's coming to be back next year. It's like, so we're now just throwing this whole season out the window to get the next year?
No, I don't think they are. I think last week's game was more on the refs making a terrible call, and everyone was complaining about it. And I didn't see it.
The Detroit game. The Detroit game.
The Detroit game was a hard-fought game. You can't. I mean, it was.
It's a divisional game.
They came out on fire, and then they quit throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson, the guy that's had like 9 million yards against the Lions. You know.
Yeah. So against the Rams, Chad.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold threw 25 times.
Yep.
Okay, 25 passes. 9 targets were to Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
3 were to Addison. That's a total of 12 out of 25 going to your top 2 receivers. As an offensive coordinator and a head coach, if you're my offensive coordinator, I'm the head coach. I'm saying, Chad, you need 15 targets to Justin Jefferson and 10 to Addison.
I agree.
And once Hawkinson gets back, then you might take a few away from Addison to give to Hawkinson.
Agreed.
But I think for the most part, if you have the best wide receiver in the NFL, he gets 15 targets, no less.
The Moss effect, the Randy Moss ratio, right?
Or is that on Darnold? Is it on Sam Darnold that he's not getting 50? I mean, to me, you should be able to throw to him covered because he's proved that he can take the ball out of the air from a D-back that's 6 inches shorter than him. Or
right. And Darnold, who I called him Tom Arnold to my high school group text, and they were like, "Oh, you got rah, 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 rah." Hey, man. He's throwing some bad passes throwing them low. You said it the other night, and I kind of agreed with you. I think the Rams pressured him, and he wasn't ready, and he was just the game. They were coming at him too fast.
Yeah. They had a few passes that he underthrew Jordan Addison by 15 yards.
Yeah, well, there was one I know that it just kind of bounced like right before him, and it's like, that's not reading what's coming, and you gotta hit those hot reads, and you gotta do that. And I just, would they have come back to score a touchdown? You said they wouldn't because Tom Arnold's your quarterback. We'll never know. I can't. I don't live on what ifs. What if that?
They could have thrown up a Hail Mary.
Yeah, well,
they could have got tipped to the guy standing in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know, and you move on, and you don't complain about the refs, even though we like to because it makes for good. But for that ref to come out and say he didn't see it, and then there was a picture of him looking right at Sam Darnold, But I did like the Halloween costumes out there. I don't know if you saw it, where it was like 3 little kids and they had a ref. He was blind. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome.
That was good.
We love that. So, we move on to next week. So let's. Speaking of our teams that we think are going to be in our top 6 this week, and you've told me you've got a 6A and a 6B.
Yep, and then Pittsburgh is not in my top 6. Pittsburgh is getting close. They got the Giants tonight, so they should win. But
they should win.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I'm gonna go. I'll start since you've got 2 to talk about.
Okay.
So, my number 6 team, and I know you don't like them, but I got to go with Washington because hey, they're winning, man. They're winning. So I got the Commanders at number 6.
All right. So the top 2 defenses in the league, as far as points being scored against them, the LA Chargers, 13. The Pittsburgh Steelers, 14.4. Okay. Neither one of those is in my top 6. But your number 3 and number 4 defenses in the league, I have as my number 6. That would be the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. Denver is 5-3. Chicago is 4-3. Both still well alive in playoff implications. Unfortunately, the Denver Broncos have the Chiefs in their division.
So they're looking wild card.
They're looking wild card. Bears, I think NFC North, other than they got Detroit, so you're looking also wild card.
Wow, this book.
So I'm going Denver and Chicago.
You're putting your chips in on the Bears, aren't you?
I am. I'm thinking with that defense, like I told Jacob 5 times during the game, defense is keeping us in the game. And they did it numerous times when there was a big play down to the 18-yard line. They get inside the 5 and why as an offense did we hand off to our backup center is beyond me, but that's for another day.
Okay.
I think we learned a lot.
Of those two teams, who's 6A and who's 6B?
I think right now Denver's probably 6A.
Okay. So you just made a homer pick. What you basically did there is you made a homer pick because you want to really get behind those Bears.
Well, I think the Bears are legitimately in the top 7 in the NFC.
Okay.
Now this is, of course, the whole NFL. So
right. Well,
right now the Bears are the 8th seed, I believe, in the.
And who are they? Who are they behind? The Bucks?
No, Bucks are 4-4. We don't have to worry about the Bucks anymore.
The Eagles.
So the 1 seed is Detroit. Then it's Washington, Atlanta. Arizona is in there because they are a division leader and 4-4. Yeah,
4-4. So the Niners are in there.
Nope, they're 4-4 as well. They lose a tiebreaker to Arizona somehow. I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So your next 3, next 4. 5 is Green Bay, 6 Minnesota, 7 Philadelphia. Bears are 8.
Okay.
And I think the Bears are better than Philadelphia, and I think the Bears are better than Minnesota. So that puts us as a 6th seed.
Yeah, hey, Homer.
I'm not homering.
You're homering. Anyways, who's your number 5? Let's move on to
defense. Watch the defense. Here's another team. Yeah, they got beat yesterday, but played Green Bay well. Houston Texans. I know the Diggs loss is going to hurt a little bit, but I think Houston, CJ Stroud, I think they're going to hang around. They're right now the 2 seed, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I think it's KC, Buffalo, and then Houston.
No, Houston's 2.
Oh yeah, they only got 2 losses now.
Yeah.
To the NFC North.
Yeah.
So I as well have the Texans as number 5. Played them well, but I don't think they played the Packers yesterday.
Yeah, no. After I said that, I was wrong.
Yeah, they believe the
Texans played the Colts.
Yes. Yeah. And I have the Packers as number 4, who beat the Jaguars. So I got the Green Bay Packers as the number 4 team in the NFL as of right now.
I have Green Bay at 4.
So we have the same thing.
Yep.
There you go.
And then I put the Buffalo Bills in at 3.
There you go. So I'm guessing we're going to do the same. I got the Bills at 3. I got the Chiefs at 2. And I got
Detroit as 1.
Motor City Kitties as 1.
Yep. Yeah. Now, if we were picking a top 6 college, I think it'd be a lot different. But it's starting to pan out here that teams are starting to rise up.
Yep.
There's some teams in the middle there they're contenders. But once December rolls around, if you don't have a running game, you're going to be a pretender.
Right.
So
okay. So I want to go back to your Bears, and we're going to talk about, because I got a tweet or don't tweet. So Caleb Williams is still going to throw for 4,000 yards this year.
No, he's not going to.
He's not going to make it.
He's not going to have to, I don't think. I think because they have to get the running game going.
Yeah.
And I think if they make it that he throws for 350 every game, I don't think the running game's going. And I don't think we win football games in December.
But you got all these big time receivers, and you got DJ Moore, you got Rome Odunze, you've got Keenan Allen.
Yeah. And we have Cole Kmet. Yeah.
And
I don't think he'll throw for what's he at right now?
1,450.
Yeah, he would have to have, and we're already 9 games left. No, 10 games left.
10 games left.
Even if he goes for 300 each game, he doesn't. Now he does make it. Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be close.
Okay.
He could.
Okay. Well, that was everybody's prediction this year. Like, he will be a 4,000 yard quarterback this year. I remember I remember
Chad. Yes, he is. He's good at for 4,000 yards. Yeah.
Well, you never said it.
No.
You never said, because I've
It
always
would be nice.
It would be nice, but and then it's off his back. But I've always, just Soldiers Field, right on the lake. It's always windy in December.
Oh yeah.
And that's, to me, is where he would. That's why Jay Cutler never did it. I mean, Jay Cutler could throw for 90,000 yards, but you get into Chicago in November and December, man. I've been there. It's cold.
But you got to remember too that all these records that Caleb Williams is breaking or will break, we haven't had a quarterback in a long time.
Yeah, I know.
That's why all these Caleb Williams broke another rookie record. Well, yeah.
yeah, because
he should be.
Who'd he beat? Eric Kramer?
Yeah, he wasn't there very long.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be fun kind of walking down the street here to see what happens.
Yeah.
Next couple of weeks.
Any of our 10 viewers out there this morning can throw us questions as well on who your team is. If you have a favorite team out there, trash talk us. We love the trash talk.
We love the trash talk. So, all right. So now let's trash talk about Stevenson and what would you do with the guy? What are you gonna do with him?
Odds are they'll probably.
He came out and said, "I messed up. Shouldn't have been."
Yep. And it sounds like there was a couple of tweets out there that said that he's done this stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
That's never been. I haven't seen what he's done in the past.
I saw it in college. He was kind of like recluse, just did dumb things. So, but So what do you do if you're Eberflus?
If you're, I think you got to discipline. I think you either. I mean, fining. I don't think you fine him. I think fining is like, hey, Chad, give me a $20 bill. Okay. Hey, thanks for swearing, Chad. Here's another $20 bill. I think you probably don't start him. I think say, hey, you know what? You're out for the first quarter or something. But for him to come out, he screwed up. Trust me, there's been a lot worse things done than a Chicago Bear running up the sideline going like this here. Trust me, there's been a lot worse.
I agree.
So I don't think you do something that hurts the team's chances of winning a ball game.
So do you not do anything?
I think you don't start him. But, I mean, is that really a penalty? I mean, now we go back to, okay, do you fine him? Do you fine him $25,000? Say don't do it again. Yeah. I mean, that's probably going to be – you can't say he's going to write a check because he's just going to Venmo. So do you make him Venmo or do you make him transfer money to the Chicago Bears Venmo account? I mean –
well, no, I think when they get fined, all that money goes to, like, charity organizations, I think.
And that's fine, yeah.
Which it does.
Then I'd say, you know what? Pick out a charity, donate $25,000 to, and don't do it again.
Yeah. Or don't you do anything? You just say, we move on.
I think if we moved on and didn't say another word, it would be gone. I don't think anybody would think any less of him, any more of him.
Okay. I don't know. This was the first I heard of him yesterday, and I saw. What's that?
It's not a didn't beat a child, didn't beat his wife. I mean, seriously. I mean, there's a lot of guys running around.
No, I'm with you. I don't think he's ever been to a Diddy party, so we don't have to.
Yeah. So if you look at me and say, I mean, if we were sitting in the office this morning going, what should we do? All right, we bring him in, we talk to him, going, hey, you got to focus till the zeros.
Yeah.
He admitted that.
Yeah.
Hey, you've made comments before. If so-and-so would have just came out and said, I screwed up. Then now there's less of a, now we can slap your wrist rather than now I got to suspend you because you're pretending it didn't happen.
Right. And I saw on X that everyone's saying he needs to be cut. They're not going to cut.
Oh, no.
They're not going to cut the guy. Now, if he did it again, if he would, and then.
I don't think he'll do it again. But, I mean, and of course, to me, I wish he would have kept taunting and celebrating because he was the one that tipped it to him.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, you go and then you tip it. That everybody, what is Michael Irvin and all those guys and Keyshawn Johnson? What do they say on a Hail Mary?
I don't know. Knock it down.
Knock it down.
Knock it down.
Yeah, you don't need an interception.
Right.
Knock it down.
Knock it down. So interceptions are at that point. If he's got something in his contract that says you get $10 million if you intercept 5 passes, or you get, I don't want 10 million, or you get a $50,000 roster bonus if you start X amount of games in a year. And that's where I would think, if I was Eberflus, I think he has to pull him in and say, don't do that again. I know you know, and if he doesn't do anything, and we'll never know. Hopefully we'll never know. But that's how you lose a team. That's how you lose a team, if you just let the players run ragged. But
we're holding Stevenson to and the NFL to a higher standard, because at the high school level, if that's done, you're going to bring the kid in. You're not going to suspend him. You're not going to fine him. You may not start him, but you're going to bring him into the offense and say, Chad, you can't be doing this.
Right.
You're getting a slap on the wrist. If it happens again, then we're going to have to do something, and then you move on. Yeah. So I don't think, like you said, he's not going to get cut. If he gets cut for that, then there's other stuff internally that
we don't know about. Right. He's not getting cut.
No.
And then all of a sudden we'll hop off the air, and all of a sudden Stevenson's been cut.
Yeah, I better check my X here, shouldn't I? Just in case.
Yeah,
never know. I did stay off of X till about 10 o'clock last night. I just didn't want to.
Yeah, I did too. So I didn't. So Lily started indoor soccer yesterday. I'm coaching her team. Won my first game, 6-2. I think it was the coach put the right lineup out there, Nolan, all the time. I had the goal scorers where they needed to be. So didn't watch a whole lot of NFL. I did send you a text. Said, boy, the Bears sure got lucky on that. And then all of a sudden, my ESPN refreshed, and it said Washington 18, Chicago 15. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So.
And they had a chance to score a touchdown 3 minutes before that.
The Skins did? Or the Commanders?
The Bears.
The Bears? Okay.
Yeah. So the Bears would have been up with 6 minutes to go. They would have been up, because they handed off to their backup center that they figured they're going to pull a refrigerator Perry thing, and they gave the fumble to Caleb Williams. I don't know why. It was in the gut.
Well, I didn't see that at all. Yeah. So, okay. All right. So, and there, I got one more thing written down here. In my tweet or no tweet, I didn't have a whole lot of time because I've been busy this morning. But, you know, they're and I'm not taking anything away from Jared Goff, because his team is amazing. They're playing great. But he doesn't throw a whole lot of long passes, and they're talking about how consistent he is and how great he is. And he's throwing, got dead air.
No, keep going.
Okay. And he's just, he throws screen passes like Justin Fields was doing last year. Oh, he's 12 for 14. The guy's on, he never misses a pass. Well, you're throwing screen passes all the time.
He had a couple nice long passes. And,
did he? Okay. I didn't see anything like that.
He did have a lot of time. I mean, our pass rush wasn't the greatest yesterday, but.
Are you saying Daniels, or are you saying
Daniels?
I was talking Jared Goff.
Oh, Goff. I'm sorry. I was distracted for a second. So
yeah. So, he was, and they're just, he's just a good quarterback. And he is. He's a service. Yeah, I think he's more of a game manager, isn't he? I mean, what do you think of Gibbs? Best running back in the league right now? Saquon Barkley the best one, or is Derrick Henry the best one? You got 3 guys right there.
I think Derrick Henry has to be. I mean, put those 3 in a lineup. I don't think you're messing with Derrick Henry first.
Well,
you're picking on Gibbs before you do on Henry. So
true that. So, but yeah. So, well, that's all I've got for today.
Well, we're not going to talk World Series tonight.
Well, that's all I had on football.
Oh, on football. Okay.
I was going to say, let's talk World Series. Personally, I hope to heck that the Dodgers sweep 4-0.
That would be nice.
Come back to LA. I love LA. Away we go.
Okay,
put the evil empire to bed. I'm okay with that.
Here's my question to you. Okay.
Yes, if I was Freddie Freeman, I would have done the Kirk Gibson.
I know. I don't know why you didn't do that. I was waiting for it.
I would have done it right away.
It was pretty cool how Vin Scully and the guy that did it the other night said she is gone. I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so heading to Vegas this weekend.
Yes, you are.
Thursday night. Jacob's running on Sunday morning. World Series game 6 and 7 is Friday and Saturday. I would love to be there on a game 6. Or do I just say, you know what, Dodgers win it in 5. Let's get it over with. And
that's your world. I would like to see a sweep, buddy. I
know. I would love to see a sweep.
I think that would be great. And then we don't have to hear about how great the Yankees are. I was having coffee with Becky this morning, and they were talking the Yankees on the TV. Well, they're coming back to the host at Steinbrenner, the host at Ruthville. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'd love to see him get swept. That'd be awesome. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
It sounds like Ohtani's good to go. He's playing.
Sounds like it. Yeah, he had a slight separation. I mean, he came down pretty awkwardly on that.
Yeah.
Weird,
yeah.
But so, yeah, I think Ohtani will be fine. Freddie Freeman, yeah, I think he's fine now. I think he could feel his ankles now. So
yeah, I was hoping that would have been.
Yeah, we got Buehler going tonight, so pretty good shot. We could go up 3-0 in New York, but it'll be tough. I mean, I could see us winning 1 for sure in New York, getting back to LA game 6. I'm sure the Yankees are going to win. Yeah.
If you want a game 6, we can get you to a game 6. Again, I would love LaFaro sweep.
Oh, I would love it too.
Yeah. I'd go 4-1 too. You know, I would be happy about that. Hell, I'd be happy if the Dodgers won it 4-3. You know, I'm okay with it.
Let's just go. The Yankees we don't need a game 7. We don't need.
Well, how about that's how the Twins with their 2. I mean, it was always 2 at home, go on the road, they'd lose 3, and then they'd come home and win the next 2, and it was just like, wow. So, no, it's exciting. I'll be watching tonight.
Yeah,
got to watch it tonight.
You know, a nice thing is I get a lot of texts from friends. Oh man, go Dodgers! You know, and then there's half my friends are like, "You Dodgers suck."
Yeah,
keep them coming.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and that made the Bears loss a little bit more. Is like, hey, you know what? I'm still watching the World Series.
Yeah.
Still watching the World Series, and then when that gets over with, you've got NFL, and that goes till February.
And then you got that other thing going on too right now that you're taking a hiatus from. We're not going to mention it.
Yeah, they're 2-0. They're 2-0 now. Yeah.
And Bronny's going to split time between.
I think Bronny's played like 3 minutes so far in the first 2-3 games.
Here and the D League is where he's going, is what they say.
So, really?
Yeah.
Probably where he should be. I mean,
yeah, I would agree. Man, he should still be in college.
But I think everybody's just, it's going to be who's going to get beat by the Celtics in the finals, basically.
Ooh,
I think
you're going there.
Well,
wow.
Yeah, I know they're my brother's favorite team too, and I don't like seeing that, but
there you go.
So,
all right.
In your neck of the woods, do you guys have like luncheons, like a turkey luncheon, or I mean, is that this time of year? We have a lot of churches that do that, and this is like the best time of year around small towns.
Yeah, you know, some of the smaller towns around here, Nolan, do, but not a lot of.
Do you go to them? Do you venture out? No.
It's
you should. Camaraderie.
Time. Do I have enough time to get there? Do I have enough time to get back?
Are you rushing through life, Chad? Are you not seeing the little things in life?
I see the little things in life.
I know you do. That's why I'm sitting here going, what do you mean you don't have time? You have time to go hour down the road to go eat a turkey luncheon meet some new people. It's a turkey luncheon.
Yeah.
In October.
When I eat turkey, then I fall asleep and I got to drive an hour back. And I'm snoozing.
Yeah, but that don't kick in for like 2 hours. So you got an hour to get back.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you know, I guess I've never really paid attention. I know, like, the things that I like to do, Nolan, is like if there's like we ride side by side and they have like suicide awareness rides and stuff like that. And then you pay $40, you get a free drink, you get a couple of trinkets, and that money goes to help prevent suicide. Yep. So I kind of enjoy that a little bit more. You know, I guess for me, it would depend on where the money's going.
Right.
How's that? Is that an okay answer? I mean, if it's going for like to build the new gym for whoever, yeah, I might do that. But I don't know. I guess I've never really thought about it.
Yeah.
But so
you got a
luncheon today. Where are you going? Where are you going today?
It's November 7th. It just popped up. November 7th. It's the hospital's turkey luncheon. It raises money for the foundation.
Okay.
We had a turkey luncheon at the Catholic Church a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
To have all the homemade pies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we got our big annual church family dinner this weekend. So we will be there for that.
Okay. And what do you guys usually have?
They'll do turkey and ham and mashed potatoes or did you say how many do we have or what do you?
What do they have there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, kind of like that big fall dinner. And they had a polka service a couple weeks ago when we were polka.
Full House.
Roll out the barrels.
There
and they do a church service with the polka. And then they'll send it they'll do the offering for special things. And so,
okay.
Yeah. There's things that are close to my heart, so I will donate to those.
Right.
Being in this town, we're 150,000 people, Nolan. And I agree with you on getting out and meeting new people and that. So, maybe it's something I should look into.
There you go.
I just don't. You eat a big lunch, and I'm just.
I know. I hear it. We do it right in town. We usually get the to go, and we get home, and it's like, and you're like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, here's play at 2:00. I gotta stay.
Yeah. So,
but the first round of the NFC playoffs, if the season ended today, Chad.
Yeah.
Philadelphia would be at Washington.
Okay.
That'd be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota at the Atlanta Falcons. And then Green Bay at Arizona.
And
Talk about three rivalry games. What's that?
I think the Vikings would win that one.
I don't know. Not with Kirko. I don't think you want to match up with Atlanta. I really don't. We'll find out here in a few weeks. But
yeah, we got them later this year. I think after the Bears game, the Falcons come to town.
Minnesota? Yeah.
Yep.
I might come out there for that one just to.
So it's going to be. It's going to be loud.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you got to pump as much crowd noise as you can in there.
Woo!
Blow that horn and.
Where is that horn? I haven't blown it today. Ever since I brought it on.
You can't with a loss. You can't.
Yeah. You still can because you're freaking you can still do it.
I deleted it.
So. All right, you didn't.
No, I didn't. No, but we don't need to hear it today.
I hit it. I hit it is what I did.
You hit it? Why did you? I said I did not want to hear it today.
I called it a bear roar. That's what I did. So I figured you'd go through and say, I'm going to do the bear roar. And then you hear all right.
Oh, Chad, you're so funny. Yeah. That's okay.
Play a soda song.
Let's cheer on the Dodgers tonight. They play at 6:00 Mountain Time.
Go Dodgers.